Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
36. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. I know he ain't got it. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Now Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Aqib Talib. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Goff. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
DC. 57 to Mike. 57.
Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Nice 57.
To throw is Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and that'll bring up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On the toss, it's Gurley. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Go. 180.
Goff. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
Tonight, 180, 12.
Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
We own it. We own it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Second and 10. Goff again. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. 58, come on. Focus, defense, focus. Tonight.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Matthews the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Watch the Kill!
To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
Here we go.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Samson Abuka. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Like 20. You remember me? You remember me?
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Joker. Hell, you won. Watch the slant. Motion.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, though. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Five.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
You go tight. You go down. You got tight right there. Watch the touch.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Go.
They come out here in the eye. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. On the keeper, here's Goff. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Goff. Busts through the tackle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Go tonight. 20. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 12. 56.
On second down, here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Goff throwing again. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yes, indeed, that play there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
59, Mike, 59.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So that one will be accepted.
Here we go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Kill.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, easy. Hey, let's get this.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And a cutback right sideline. A big play there out of Kamara. 61 yards that time on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Bravo. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 58, boys. 58.
On 1st down, Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, thunder. Let's go. Check 37, check 37.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 23.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Kill.
Ric Flair.
Kill.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Early the ball carrier. He was brought down by Von Bell. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
11.
Hey, check Mike 47. Bring it.
Now it's gone. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. And he's going to go down again. Demario Davis. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Ginn. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it on for his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Value 3. Value 3.
Deuce.
Back to throw. Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Cut.
Average wall. Hey, seam 6.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. I got
it.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
58, boys. 58.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
21. Hey, easy.
Roy.
Hey, easy. Hey, easy.
59, Mike. Check. 59. Come on. You better bring it. Mike's 59. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Brees. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Clay Matthews in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Easy, opposite.
To try again after the sack. Breeze to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Breeze now. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Come on. 180.
Mike 47. Watch the flag.
On first down, it's Gurley. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Obama. Hey. High 7.
Time to go, night. 47's the Mike, boys, 47.
Throwing now. Gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Here goes tonight. Like 20. 12.
Mike 47. Hey, tank.
Smooth.
47's the Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a day